if you go and buy an apartment and you resell the apartment, probably you will make a profit, right? Because in time the value earn more interest, right?
Yes.
But the thing is not to buy already building apartments. The thing is to build those apartments, because what many people don't know, and I basically saw some estimated percentage of income of those who build the buildings are making in a building, and they were so unrealistic. They say that the builder earn around 15-20% per building. This is false. A builder, usually a building company, earn at least 50% more on every building they sell. you
And you
know
talk about this with first-hand experience. You have experience in construction there in the EU, right?
yeah, I mean, I have vast construction experience because I'm working like more than 10 years in construction domain, and 7 years ago I started my own company. After a while, once you accumulate experience and see things how are going, you are going to start to do things for yourself. And yeah, this is the primary reason, because the company with who I have contract with my company at this moment, and my company is specialized on interior finishing. By the way, sorry, my English, I'm not a native and I never studied in the school. But I see how much money the builder are making, after they paying us, after they pay my company, and after they pay their construction, the ones who put the concrete, who create the walls, every process of this, they
Yes.
basically remain with, here in my country, they remain with like eight, from somewhere between 80 and some people who mm, really know how to um, take a profit from the market, they will go even 200% more in 1 year and a half. Imagine.
Yeah, that's a profit that people often promise in the crypto space, but rarely deliver because are most focused on speculative capital. And with Domo, what I find most interesting is that the focus on Domo is real people doing real work in the real world. So speaking of that, what are the advantages of building in the European Union, where you are based, where Domo is based?
What are the advantages?
Yes.
First off is that you know that European Union is a tourist attraction for the people from Brazil, from the people from America, because we have here countries like Spain, we have countries like Italy, Greece, Malta. We can go even with France, like countries that have tourist potential. Romania don't have so big outside potential, but in the past years, I saw something strange. I saw a lot of Americans here. For example, my neighbor is from Florida, I mean, and him decided to move here. And I don't know, it's maybe because what I hear from this neighbor, him reached the retirement, and with the money that him get from his retirement account from America, him can have a very very good life over here, you know.
Yeah.
And the second thing was the fact that I saw a lot of people in crypto space from US, from even from Russia. I mean, I know it's nice to talk right now about Russia, but from Russia too. Countries that are not in European Union, and you know that by having the citizenship from a country that is outside the European Union, you cannot purchase properties on European Union. I mean, it's possible at the end to buy something, but will imply a lot of legal papers, a lot of paperwork. You will need to have to give a lot of declaration and things like this. And we think it that if we will simplify this project for the people, this will be a huge success in the future.
Yeah, and the good thing of doing this work inside the European Union is because you have access to more than 20 countries with different cultures, different tourism, and all of them are developed countries with a good economy, a stable economy, more than most of the places in the world right now.
Yeah, and usually it's peaceful. The Europe is very peaceful. I mean, right now what is happening in the world is an exception. But Europe is peaceful. I mean, we don't, how you saw in America, a lot of terrorist attack. I mean, people are going with weapons on them. You will not see things like this over here.
Yeah, I can speak for the South America. We have a lot of instability, both political and financial instability. There is something that we don't see very often in the European countries, especially those in the European nations like Spanish, Portugal, Italy. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I believe this was the point of creating this European Union. We will see what the future will bring us about this, but at this point, yeah, is way better. Is way
Talking about the future,
tell me.
what will be Domu's first investment?
Okay, so we didn't wanted to say yet anything about this, but basically will be a small resort. You know, we will not have so many rooms. We think about a maximum of 20 rooms. Okay, it will be like how to tell you, the apartments will be like I don't know if is the right word, but it's like feel at vacation home. I mean, something to rent your own, to rent a room at a resort, but in the same time to feel like it's your own apartment. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, and we plan to have a pool. We plan to have, of course, parking lot for the people, but will not be something big or something grandiose at the first. We plan to start with something smaller and more solid, fast to build, okay, and fast to generate profit for our investors.
perfect. Since you said it is a project that's fast to build, do you have a construction time estimation for when will Domo start building this resort and when you expect that construction is done?
Now, look, there are two ways of doing this. Because you are a part of the team, that the lands where we're gonna build are already bought.